Hey guys, Ramen Slayer here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Today, I'm gonna be pre-recording these videos. I thought I should pre-record these videos and get these up and running, so that way I can post these whenever I want to. And I want to get this series done and out of the way with, hopefully today and maybe sometime tomorrow. But welcome to Doki New Eyes. This is a mod. This is a mod in the perspective of Yuri. After we finished Doki Literature Club A Brand New Day, I thought we should do this. I felt like that we should do a mod based on the perspectives of the characters. I think my camera's out of view. There we go. But we should do the mod based off from the characters' point of views, and I felt like I should do Doki New Eyes in the perspective of Yuri. And I felt like, because since Yuri was my waifu and she was my favorite character from Doki Literature Club, that she will be the first one I want to have the perspective on the whole game. And this one's supposed to be a long game because this is in Yuri's perspective from the first 2 acts of the game, which is crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and begin with this. What is his name? You guys know it. It's just gonna be regular old me. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Goodbye, texts. It's gonna be annoying. But alright. Oh no, I'm gonna hate this because do I have to do the voices of Yuri, or do I just do like my regular voice when she speaks her mind? I think I'm just gonna do my regular voice when she speaks her mind, and when she speaks out loud, I think I'll do her voice. Huh? Birds? I can hear them, but I'm not sure if I'm still dreaming or not. Where am I? Everything feels so warm. Wait, birds? Is that my ringtone? Oh, I want to do her voice. Why would anybody call me this early? Especially on a school morning. I stretch in my bed and I reach for my cell phone. Mom? I can't help but smile. I've been waiting for her to call for so long. Hello? Mom? Yuri, how have you been? How are you doing, sweetheart? Everything's fine. How about you? Still traveling? Oh, this is so sweet. Yuri, she's so sweet. Yeah, work has been crazy lately. I've really had time to rest. But I wanted to call you as soon as I had a few moments to spare. You should rest some more. You're slowly worsening your own health, you know? Alright, well, enough about me. I had a little surprise for you. A surprise? What do you mean? Well, your birthday is coming up next week, and we haven't seen each other since so long. Wait, don't tell me. Will you be coming home? I will. I can barely contain my excitement. It's been 3 months. 3 whole months without seeing my mother, and she's coming home this weekend. Are you alright, Yuri? Yes, thank you so much. Of course, I would never miss your birthday. I smiled to myself. It's hard to keep my happiness all to myself. This is the best birthday gift I could have ever received. Well, I think you have to go to school now, right? I'll get back to work. I'll see you on Sunday, sweetheart. Thank you. I love you. Oh, that's right. Sunday is the thing where you go out to go help Jack or me with the festival preparations. Oh my God! Stop it with the YouTube thing. With the festival preparations, because today is the day you should be able to meet Jake, me, the protagonist. Thank you. I love you. Oh, she hung up before hearing me. I gently put my phone on my bed. Mom's coming home. I softly laughed. I can't wait. I grabbed my uniform from the closet and glanced over at the clock. I still have some time I still have some time left before I have to head out. I quickly get dressed and head for the living room. Oh, that's so nice. Wait, what? I can't right click? Oh, right click is to save, so I can't. It seems like it's really nice out today because I can't. I have the save options. What's Q and A? Okay, automatic saves.
It seems like it's really nice out today. I can already tell I'm going to enjoy my walk. I take some eggs from the fridge and turn on the stove. They taste better than eggs in the morning. Oh, that's right. I'm in the literature club now. That means I should bring a book. I should bring in a book to read. I walk over to my bookshelf. It's so full. Maybe I should eventually sell some of these. That one. I grab a notebook from the top shelf. Perfect. I smell something coming from the kitchen. Did I? Oh God. I hurried over to the stove. I'd completely forgotten that I was cooking something. No eggs for me then. Aww. I sigh. I throw on what's left of the eggs into the bin. I wasn't really that hungry anyway. I carefully placed the book inside my school bag. I'm really excited to read it, and I can't wait to see the other girls too. I turn on my phone and I look at the picture I took of Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki. Yay, my best friends. They are the best people I've ever met. Oh, that's right, because Yuri didn't have any friends. That's so sad. I forgot. I shake my head. I'm getting lost in my own thoughts again. I'll end up being late if I keep wasting time like this. I throw on a coat and head outside. The sun is shining brightly. It's really peaceful around here. I just love the scenery. I lock my door and I start walking down the street towards the school. I take slow and deep breaths as I make my way down the street. Everyone around me is happily chatting amongst themselves and wishfully gazing at the cherry trees. It makes me smile to see them all enjoying their time here. Suddenly, I see a familiar figure in the distance. Nats?
Oh, that's right. Wait, is she calling Natsuki?
Some people turn and give me concerned glances. I lower my head as I pick up my pace and walk towards the familiar figure. Natsuki, hi.
Oh, Yuri! You're out early today.
Seems like you are too, though.
Of course. The thought of the literature club made me too excited to stay home any longer.
It's always weird to see Natsuki so interested in the literature club. She only reads manga. Not that it bothers me, of course, but I still don't find manga to be adequate literature. Why don't we watch school together?
Sure.
Natsuki blissfully looks around at all of our surroundings like she doesn't have a care in the world. We both love nature, so we always end up staying a little bit too long in the empty streets looking out at the trees. I turn my head to see Natsuki staring at me. Is there something wrong, Natsuki?
Well, it looks like you're in a good mood today. Is there any particular reason for that?
Oh, that's right. My mother called me this morning. She'll be visiting me this weekend.
That's great news. Do you think I could come by and say hi? I haven't seen her in so long.
That would be great. I will let you know when you can drop by.
Thank you. Jesus. God, it's like Yuri is gonna. My voice is gonna die out.
Soon enough, the entrance of the school becomes visible to us. We both make our way to the main courtyard.
Yeah, I hate how I can't really view the thing. I'll get going. Classes are starting soon. I'll see you later.
Of course. Have a good day, Natsuki.
You too. She turns and waves at me and heads toward her class. Aw, Natsuki and her were kind of friends.
I sigh as I begin walking towards mine. It's a shame Natsuki and I aren't in the same class. I barely know anyone in mine, and I find myself to be slightly uncomfortable around other students. Everybody's already getting ready to work. I sit at my desk and I take the notebook out of my bag. I flip through it, skimming through some of the poems I've written over the last few weeks. It's not right to be writing poems instead of paying attention in class, but I can't simply ignore my passions like that. I heavily sigh. Let's get to work then. Nice day at school. The sun is still shining. God, maybe I should have brought a coat. Well, it wasn't this hot in the morning. Huh? I look around me. Everybody's gone? Did I space out? I look at the clock. Classes have been over for 30 minutes. What was I thinking? I get up from my chair and I pack up my belongings. The others may have already been waiting for me in the club room. Silence fills the corridors. That's a bit odd. The girls are usually talking and audibly having fun. Suddenly, I feel a little tap on my waist.
What were you doing, you dummy? I've been searching for you everywhere.
I think I spaced out during one of my classes. During my class.
Always the same, huh? I guess I can't really change that about you after all.
Hey, that's mean.
I'm just kidding, dummy. I still haven't found Sayori.
Isn't she here already? That's weird. She's always the first one.
I know, but I can't seem to find her. She might be in another building, but I just don't feel like walking all the way over there. Let's just go and relax for a bit, okay?
Well, alright. I'm a bit worried about Sayori, though. It's unusual for her to be late to the club. Natsuki and I enter the room without a second thought. As we enter, we're welcomed by Monica, who's looking out the window. She turns around to greet us.
Oh, Yuri, hello! I was worried you were a bit late.
Oh, she was lost in her thoughts as usual, don't worry. I'm more worried about Sayori, though. I couldn't find her anywhere.
Is that so? That's weird.
I think I saw her enter the secondary building, but I'm not sure too. I'm not too sure. Why would she leave our building?
Most likely to go see Jake, I believe. His classes usually finish around this time. And she said she tried to make him join the club, so... Sayori keeps talking about her childhood friend, but I've never met him. I don't know what type of person he is.
Oh, so that's why. Well then, no need to worry. Let's all have fun and wait for Sayori and her friend.
Oh, by the way...
What is it?
I made cupcakes. I told you I'd be making some yesterday, so I spent my evening slaving away to produce some delicious treats.
I glance around the room until I spot her tray at one of the desks. Now that I think about it, the room does have a slightly different scent to it. Oh, so you really made them. Let's wait for Sayori before we eat them, alright? Alright. I put my back near the chair and I sit at our table. I guess I could kill some time by reading for a little while. I took the book and I picked this morning out of my bag. I've already read it a few times, but I suppose that doesn't really matter. After all, you only start to really appreciate the story after reading through it a few times. Before opening the book, I glance at Natsuki. She's already looking through the closet. She's probably looking for a manga to read. As I start reading the introduction, I hear the classroom door open. I jerk my head up and I see Sayori followed by another person enter the room. Presumably Jake.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. When Sayori was describing him to us, I thought she was overdoing it, but I can just sense a great aurora around him. I step forward to greet him. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
It's obvious that Natsuki is embarrassed by Jake's presence. She knew that the situation was coming, though. I too feel slightly uncomfortable, but something is compelling me to go talk to him.
Ah, Jake, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Jake has been bewildered look on his face. I don't know what he's expecting by coming here, but it certainly wasn't us. It was cute girls. He shyly smiles at us. I feel a little dumb just standing here. I sit on the nearest chair. Jake's gaze is locked on Natsuki. That'll just make her even more uneasy.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki. She's always mean in these situations. Whenever there's a boy involved, Natsuki becomes extremely overwhelmed. Although it doesn't seem like she hates Jake. I quickly sigh, no matter how much I keep telling her to stay calm. She just keeps acting this way. As she said, I can't really change that about you. Sayori whispers something into Jake's ear. He looks disappointed. What did she tell him?
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
She points her finger at me with a big smile on her face. I'm not really that smart, actually. I just like reading. God, this is embarrassing. Don't say things like that. Jake's expression softens.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Jake.
So Monica knew him already? So that's why she didn't look too surprised when he entered the room. She looks happy to see him. Well, Were they already friends before?
You too, Monica. Oh, this face. Oh my god, I keep doing it. I keep forgetting. Oh god, this is gonna kill my voice. Come sit down. I think Yuri's is the one that kills me. Same as Monica.
Come sit down, Jake. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Maybe I should go get some tea ready. What if he doesn't like tea? Well, let's just hope he does. Then how about I make some tea as well? Natsuki nods at me and we both walked to the back corner of the room. I opened the closet and I pick up the old tea set. I don't even remember where we got this one from.
Doesn't he annoy you already?
Natsuki.
What? He's being annoying. He barely talks, and all he does is look around like an idiot. We don't need that kind of person here.
He's being more aggressive than usual. Calm down. He's not here to bother us, you know? Plus, it looks like he's actually interested. He may be a bit shy, that's why.
Who cares? I'll keep an eye on him.
She sighs and brings the tray to the table. Oh? No more water? I guess I could go get some from the fountain then. I head for the door. Water fountain. There should be one by the stairs if I recall correctly. Oh, whoa! I chuckle a bit. It seems like Sayori just stole Natsuki's cupcakes. She's always so expressive. I'd love to be as straightforward as she is. As I walk away from the club room, I hear everyone happily chatting. Here it is. I put the kettle under the faucet and it's incredibly slow to fill. God, why won't this work? It should be... Huh?
Hold on, wait, I gotta read that as Monica's voice. Oh, it brings me back to the top.
God, why won't this work? It should be...
Huh? Is that Monica's voice? Shouldn't she be in the club room? Look around me, but she's nowhere to be found. Did I just imagine it? Maybe I shouldn't have eaten more this morning. Maybe I should have eaten more this morning. If I hadn't burnt those eggs. I grab the kettle now full and head back to the club room. Jake looks at me for an instant. This is embarrassing. I get some tea ready and I place down the teacups in front of everyone.
You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Well, I guess.
Oh, maybe he really doesn't like tea. Did I do something wrong?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... That was mean. I'm just trying to be nice. I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad. I slowly sigh in relief. That at least makes me similarity between us. Monica chuckles and smiles at Jake.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
He ponders for a moment. It looks like he doesn't even know why he's here in the first place.
Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... God, you guys are gonna kill my voice!
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
It's weird to see Monica this cheerful. I glance at Natsuki. Contrary to Monica and myself, it seems as though she's still not willing to kindly acknowledge Jake's presence.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
I giggle and nod at Sayori. Indeed, Monica has been making this club a welcoming place for everyone. I really should thank her someday.
Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to be hard. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah.
We'll do our best. I'm looking forward to the cultural event, actually. I wonder what kind of exciting activities Monica will come up with.
You know it.
Jake looks amused. It's hard to tell if he finds us entertaining, or if he's just nervous about being in a situation which he's not accustomed to. I take a sip of my tea. It looks like he's already done drinking so he liked my tea. For some reason, that makes me a tad happy.
Oh god, I can't do it. Doing Yuri's voice is killing mine. Ooh. I should bring water or something down with me when I do Doki Doki Literature Club, just to soften up my voice a little bit.
I think I recall that he said that literature isn't a common pastime for him, but if he's here, that makes him a slight interest in it. I'd like to know more about him. So, Jake, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, manga?
His voice is very audible. It looks like he really isn't interested in literature then. I know someone who has the same hobby though. I glance at Natsuki. She opens her mouth but stays silent. She most likely trying to choose whether to be hostile or friendly. Makes sense, she doesn't even have any friends that are also interested in manga. Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
That can change? Is he seriously willing to try reading actual literature? Maybe I can introduce him to one of my favorite works. I'm getting ahead of myself again.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Okay, I need to rest my voice. Oh my god, it's just doing the entire game, but in Yuri's voice. Oh my good god, I'm gonna hate this I'm so tired still. So freaking much. My voice is already about to die out. Oh my god. I would have given Yuri a better voice, but I don't know what else to give her as far as a voice. These characters have already depended on their voices already. Okay. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. So many things I want to say. Is it really okay? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. There are so many possibilities when writing a story. Some people write because they want to convey emotions, others because they want to create their own world. In my opinion, both reading and writing are two incredibly beautiful occupations. Both, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. It is The Shining.
Huh? What did he say? I was so absorbed in what I was saying, I didn't hear him.
Well, Monica looks at me with a surprised expression.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well,
She glances at Jake. I know her well, but this is the first time I've seen her act this way. She was aggressive, then quiet. Now embarrassed. This is weird.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper from behind from last club meeting. It looks like you were writing a poem called...
Don't just say it out loud and give it back.
Fine.
In the end, I never got to finish my conversation with Jake. Maybe this was boring. Maybe this talk was boring for him.
Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
She shadows up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
I laugh. These two are childish, but I couldn't even read what it said. Oh my god, I'm legit always right here. These two are childish, but that makes them even more interesting. I'd love to eventually spend some time with Sayori. Maybe she could teach me how to be more outgoing. After all, she's Jake's friend. So she must know how to be interesting.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Behind Natsuki's seemingly confident stature, I can see she's afraid to people's opinions. So she doesn't want Jake to judge her. Why? I thought she made it clear that she hated him. So many questions I can't ask right now.
You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. One of the vulnerable lessons I've learned in my writing sessions is that it's important to write for oneself. I never wanted to share my writing with others either. One of those reasons being that I'm uneasy around classmates. Another reason being that I'm scared of what they'll think. This is probably what Natsuki's feeling right now.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? If you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Maybe I said too much. I really want to share my work, but what if Jake doesn't like it? I don't want to sound full of myself. What am I supposed to do?
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Isn't she concerned about writing poems? Now that I think about it, I've never seen her write. I wonder what kind of poems she's written before. There's an awkward silence in the room.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
I know that tone. Monica's probably come up with a great idea once again.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
What? I was expecting anything but this. I can't share my poems just like that. I look at Natsuki. She looks even more stressed than before. Now this is an embarrassing situation.
Yeah, let's do it.
I invade Sayori's enthusiasm.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jake?
She happily smiles at him.
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at
I see. Where did I get my hopes up anyway? It doesn't really matter, I just thought he'd be an interesting person. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Jake.
You all...
Even Natsuki looks disappointed. I have trouble understanding him. Why would he even come here if he doesn't want to join? This is making me think way too much.
Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club.
I sigh in relief. Thank God.
Yes, I'm so happy.
She wraps her arms around Jake. Seeing her this excited is so heartwarming.
Hey,
you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Oh my God, I am gonna die. My voice is killing me.
Oh my God. Oh God damn it. This game. Oh my God.
I'm so tired.
God damn it. Oh my God.
Why does this game have to be asshole to me?
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
I smile at Jake. He still looks a little embarrassed, but I feel like he's already getting used to us. I hope he's able to share my interest with him.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everybody, remember tonight's assignment. Find a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Shin tenderly stares at Jake.
Jake, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem too thrilled. Even though we have to write poems, although I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with for the poems so we have to write. I'm certain his writing is good, considering that the positive aura around him.
Hey Jake, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Sure, might as well.
Yay!
The two of them head out the door, waving at us as they exit. It's just me, Monica, and Natsuki now. Monica sighs and looks at me.
Well, that was stressful, wasn't it? But I feel like he'd make a great member.
Don't you see how he's acting? Doesn't even like literature. I tell you, something's off with him.
Come on, Natsuki, it doesn't seem like you hated him that much towards the end of our meeting. I saw you look on your face when he talked about manga.
He doesn't really look like a bad person in my opinion. Well, he doesn't talk that much, but
he looks like you have fun talking to him, Yuri.
It's true that our talk was enjoyable. I really talked to boys, but as embarrassing as it wasn't as bad of experience. I think he made an enjoyable personality.
Did he corrupt you, Yuri? How can you like such a bean sprout?
A what?
Just forget it.
Anyway, Sayuri and Jake may be gone, but we still have a few things to do.
Monica points at the table. Indeed, the cupcake tray is still dirty, and the tea set is still here. I'll take care of the tea set. Natsuki, can you put the tray away?
Sir.
I stare at Jake's cup. Well, it seems like he enjoyed the tea. I got rid of the teacups and put them on the tray. I'll have to clean them.
Oh, hey, Yuri. I have to clean the tray. Why don't we head to the fountain together?
Yeah, sure. Monica's just sitting at a desk reading a book. I suppose she doesn't really have anything else to do. We'll be right back, Monica. No answer. The book she's reading must be quite captivating.
Just like the story is. We're all trapped inside a game. Oh god, my voice is gonna die out. After this, I'm just gonna go up and upstairs into the kitchen and get myself a nice drink to soften the voice, you know? Let's just go. It won't take too long.
Natsuki opens the door and blissfully heads over to the staircase. I was never about to find out whose voice I heard earlier. I wanted to ask Monica, but that would be too awkward. There's no need to worry about it, after all. I grab the cups and I clean them, one by one. I can sense Natsuki looking at me. Without looking behind me, I start talking. I know she's listening. Is everything alright, Natsuki?
Of course. It just irritates me to see that you like such a...
Wait, what do you mean by like?
You... what? Don't tell me...
No, not at all. This isn't God, Natsuki. Don't imagine things.
I mean, you can like whoever you want, but that guy...
Just forget it. I'm merely enjoying this company. It's his first day here after all. I put all the clean cups back onto the tray.
Yeah. We'll see how he does tomorrow. Maybe he won't be that bad of a writer.
Of course, she's looking forward to it. But it's been hard for her to admit that kind of thing. Ow! Seems like I tripped over something. I was absorbed in my thoughts and I kind of... Natsuki grabs my arms and held me back up.
Oh, did you fall? I want to read what Natsuki said before you fell over, because I'm kind of sick of those going too fast. Yuri, be careful. Yeah, okay, I was about to say, Yuri, be careful. No, Yuri, don't scare me like that. Are you alright? Did you hurt yourself?
I look down at my hand. There's a huge cut on my index finger. The one of the shards of the broken cups must have sliced it. A few drops of blood fall on the floor, making funny little patterns. Blood red is beautiful color.
Yuri, are you listening to me?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Don't just don't stand there staring at your finger. You need to disinfect that immediately. Go, what would you do without me? Just follow me. Oh, the only reason why she doesn't care about it is because, you know, she cuts herself. But I need her to stop doing that. Yuri, please stop doing that.
But what about the tea set?
You're always worrying about the wrong stuff. I'll ask Monica to take care of it. Just wait for me here, okay?
Natsuki runs to the club room. She acts much differently when she's not around other people. I glanced at my finger again. I did cut myself pretty deeply. I should have been more careful. Soon enough, I hear Natsuki running back.
Ooh, I wonder when she cuts herself, though. I don't know if she's already been cutting herself or if she's been cutting herself lately. Interesting story for another day. All right, Monica's gonna come and take care of your mess. Let's go to the infirmary and disinfect your poor little finger.
This isn't necessary, manga. Natsuki, I mean manga. I can manage.
No, what if it gets infected? Don't even think about arguing. Come with me now.
I chuckle. How can she still be cute when she's trying to be authoritative? We go down the stairs to the first floor. Natsuki's holding my hand and dragging me behind her.
Oh, the music's changed.
This must look kind of ridiculous considering the height difference. However, she doesn't seem to care. She can't help but smile. Natsuki's a great friend, that's for sure. Suddenly, she looks behind her, straight at me.
What are you smiling for? You're supposed to be agonizing over your poor little finger.
I can see she's suppressing her laughter. Come on, don't tease me, Natsuki. You're the one who's been excessively dramatic over it.
But you're the one who tripped, dummy.
We both laugh. It always ends up this way when we're together.
But why do you guys fight in the second act? You guys hate each other or something in the second act. Don't do this. You guys are great friends. Monica's the worst of them, though. I don't like Monica. Natsuki's second, though, because Sayori is also cute. I like Sayori.
Natsuki's a funny girl. She just has trouble showing it to some people.
Hey, now don't go thinking that I forgot that about your deadly wound. Let's just get going.
She opens the door to the infirmary, and we both walk inside. This room makes me shiver every single time I'm here. I just don't like it. I'm generally scared of hospitals and such. Natsuki heads to the student pantry and grabs some disinfectant along with an adhesive bandage. She gently takes my hand and sprays some disinfectant on the wound. Natsuki? How come you're so worried over a little cut?
Because I'm your friend, dummy. You think I'd like to see my friends getting hurt?
We're talking about a little cut, you know? I wasn't gonna die.
Of course I know that. But as a friend, it's my duty to take care of you.
Well then, thank you, Natsu?
God, I already told you not to call me Natsu. My full name is good enough, you know?
Natsu is more poetic. Reminds me of summer.
Why's that?
I don't know. It just does. But if you insist. Natsuki puts the bandage on my finger and sighs.
Be more careful next time, alright?
I will, don't worry. Thanks for the help.
You owe me one now.
I don't think I'd be any use to you, you know.
Who knows? I'll strike when you least expect it.
Natsuki laughs and opens the door of the infirmary. We walk out to the staircase. Monica must be waiting for us. I glance at the fountain. She's like, Monica cleaned up everything. I'll have to thank her for cleaning up my mess.
Don't trip again, dummy. You should really stop getting lost in your thoughts.
It's not my fault, you know. I'm always thinking about something.
I know that. I just mean it's pretty obvious.
But one day you might hurt yourself pretty badly if you're not careful.
Don't worry, Natsuki, I'll be fine. How can I not think about anything? There have been so many good things happening lately. Jake's arrival, my mother coming back home. I'm truly thankful. I open the club door and I step in.
You sure took your time, girls. Natsuki didn't even explain what happened.
I just tripped in the corridor and sliced my finger. But Natsuki wanted to disinfect it, so
I saved her life, basically.
Monica laughs with Natsuki. But thank you, Natsuki. What a dangerous situation I was in.
You too, I swear. Anyway, since it's still early, why don't we hang out together? Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet how it's not dangerous. I don't want to see her act like what she does in the second half of the game. Because apparently this one's supposed to go from the second half of the game. But as I said, I'm doing a series on this because it's a long game and I can't do this all in like one episode. But there are also 3 other point of view games. There's Doki Doki Behind Closed Doors, Doki Doki Rain Clouds, and Doki Doki Fake Reality. Fake Reality is the perspective point of view of Monica. Rain Clouds is the perspective of Sayori. And Behind Closed Doors is the perspective of Natsuki. Anyway, we can all have a walk near the park, don't you think? Yeah, it's been a while since we spent time together outside of school.
It's a shame Sayori isn't here, though.
Do you think we can call her? She's probably spending time with Dake. Let's not bother her. She went home early, so she's probably not willing to go out.
We totally have to ask her to hang out with us sometime this week. I feel like she's been avoiding us lately. I don't think she is. She just enjoys spending time with Jake, in my opinion.
Oh well. Shall we get going then? I'd like to be back home before it gets dark. Yeah.
Let's go. We all grab our bags and head out the club room. Monica locks the door behind her. She stuffs the key in her bag and we walk down the stairs exiting the school. It's still warm out. This walk is going to be enjoyable. I just know it.
Where should we go?
There will be too many students at the main park, so let's go somewhere else.
I know. Let's go and see the cherry blossoms. There's a path there nearby that leads right to them. It'd be cool.
Good idea. I saw them this morning. They're really beautiful.
Cherry blossoms it is then.
As we walk, Natsuki hums to herself, seeming like she's in a much better mood than she was when we were back at the club. Monica walks with grace and elegance, looking around her as she does so. And then, as unusual, I'm thinking, I can't wait to see Mom again. I want her to walk here with me too. We make a left and go down a little side street.
I wonder if we actually get to see her mother. But yet again, though, we get to see her father. We get to see Natsuki's father in a brand new day. But I wonder if we get to see Sayori's parents or the protagonist's parents. Or Monica's parents, if she has any parents. Maybe Fake Reality might show a little bit more on that, but I don't know if Rain Clouds does, because they didn't mention that Sayori had parents. So Rain Clouds might not, but maybe Fake Reality might show her parents. Might show Monica's parents.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a place close to our school.
Me neither. I just happened to find it while roaming around town one day. I often come here when I feel like being alone.
You enjoy being alone?
Well, of course. Sometimes I do. It can feel good to get away from all the people that are close to you. Well, sometimes.
I don't really understand that. I hate being alone. Back before I met Natsuki, I always felt rejected. I don't ever want to be alone again.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Now you know about this place. What do you think about it, Monica?
Monica turns around. She was taking a picture of the scenery with her phone.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. All these colors and this sweet scent. It's amazing. Thanks for showing us your secret place, Natsuki.
It's not really my secret place, but I'm glad you enjoy it.
Anyway, girls, I wanted to know, what do you honestly think of Jake?
It doesn't seem to take a split second before Natsuki starts to start talking. I don't think he's a bad person, but I can't seem to find a reason as to why he's joined the club. Sayori had to go and get him, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't really interested. It's just I'm uneasy around him. I don't like him. Or maybe I do, to a certain extent. You know what? I don't even know. All I know is he's breaking my routine, and it bothers me.
I'm pretty sure Natsuki isn't really sure of what she's saying. We're the only people who actually she's actually used to, so I can't understand how she's feeling. I look over to Monica, who's staring straight at me. Oh, that's why she's waiting for my feedback. Well, I'd say he's an enjoyable person. It looks like he's interested in what we're saying, and even though he doesn't read any kind of literature, he's trying his best. He did say he could change the habits in order of reading some more. We'll just have to see where this goes, but I have a good feeling about it. What about you, Monica? You look pretty happy to see him.
Considering all the nice things Sayori said about him, I was definitely looking forward to having him stop by. I wasn't disappointed. He's a calm person, and as you said, he's trying his best for us. I like what Natsuki's saying. I have a good feeling about him before being in the club. Does it feel out of place, you know? But you'll get to like him at some point, Natsuki. I'm sure of it. We'll see. Honestly, we'll see. Honestly, I just want to see what he can write. That'll definitely give me an idea of who he is, and if I can trust him.
Natsuki's right. Analyzing someone's writing is a good way to learn more about his or her personality. This conversation is making me more curious about what he'll come up with. It's alright. It's already getting late. I think it's time to head home. I enjoyed spending time with you guys. Let's do it again with Sayori and Jake someday. With Jake?
Of course. Say after the festival when everyone will know him a bit better. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
She turns around and quickly walks towards the main street. I sigh. With Jake? Won't he get bored at some point?
Hey Yuri, you know I'm still here, right? Don't just get lost in your thoughts while I'm here.
I'm sorry, Natsuki. Shouldn't you be heading home too?
Not really. I'm not in a particular rush. Are you?
Of course not. Since I live alone, I have to purchase something at the mall. So if you want to come with me,
of course I do. What were you going to buy?
It's a bit, well, you'll see.
All right then.
I take a quick picture of the scenery with my phone, and I put it in my bag. We both walk back to the main street, and the mall is right next to us. It's weird that there are no students around us. Did we really stay in the alley for that long? Natsuki and I enter the mall.
Oh god, Yuri, you're gonna... Doing my voice for Yuri is gonna kill me! Oh my good... God! Oh my good god. This is not even the regular day, this is like... The regular day and like extra more stuff. It's weird and all that. Jesus Christ. So I wanna keep going. Just for a little bit longer. Maybe for like a minute, maybe like a minute or two.
I make an immediate turn after the entrance. I head to the back of one of the halls.
A coterie? Why would you even want to go in there?
Well, do you remember I told you that my father had a knife collection?
Well, of course I do. That's not a typical thing to hear.
Well, before he left us, he asked me to keep an eye on it. Since then, I've been occasionally buying knives to add to the collection. You know, knives are beautiful items. They're a good representation of a country's culture. They're the best tools humans have ever created.
See, that would have been a better thing to say. It's more cute and more dependable that way when you say like you're keeping an eye on your father's collection. Oh, I see. It's nice of you to spend your money to contribute to your father's hobby.
Let's see what they have in stock then.
I look at all the different knives that the shop has to offer. I've already purchased most of them, but there are a few ones that I've really caught my attention. It's hard to decide which one would Dad have liked.
Oh no! Ooh. I think I'll end it here then. I'll end it here. I'll end it at this choice of deciding. So, a purple dagger, a pocket knife, or a butterfly knife. I'll have to figure this out soon. My thoughts on this is good so far. I like this. I like seeing the perspective of Yuri. I like seeing her how she happy is when she's with Natsuki and in her own thoughts, but when she's around the protagonist, she's so different and it makes her so cute. And I like her personality and I like her story. I like her story so far. I really like it. And I really wish there was a person like that in real life. But that's my thoughts on it so far. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did like it, then please smash that like button. It'd be really appreciative. Also subscribe. That way you guys see more of this and more stuff to come. And also hit that notification bell so that way you guys don't ever miss a single video that I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Hey guys, Robin Slayer here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. New Eyes. I don't know if that's what I should call it or what. Oh shoot. I forgot to make my bed. But so I was sitting here trying to make the choices. Hold on guys, I'll just make my bed as I speak. Just keep watching, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. One single bit. That was totally not an excuse just so I can like make my bed for you guys. Don't worry. But I had some thought and I wanted to know what these look like, so I pulled them up here. So here we got the purple dagger, a regular pocket knife, and a butterfly knife. The butterfly knives are nice. A pocket knife is not something I would want. I think I would go with the purple dagger that they have shown here. It looks pretty, and I like the purple dagger. I really like the way it looks. So, yeah, last time we did the first whole day. I'm not trying, because it's really hard to do the whole days. But I want to see if I can record longer than an hour on this one. So we'll do a purple dagger.
I pick up the large purple dagger. It has a purple handle, and the blade is pretty sharp. It's not that expensive either. It's really beautiful. I put the knife on the corner and on the counter and pay for it.
Whoa, it's beautiful. I really like it. Make sure you don't slice your finger again, though.
God, how long are you going to tease me about this? Natsuki laughs and exits the shop. I follow her out of the mall.
I'm gonna head back home. Thanks for letting me come with you.
I hope you didn't think that was too weird. Was that too straightforward?
Of course not. It was cool. And you're totally right. Knives are interesting. You have to show me your collection one day.
Well then, I will. See you tomorrow, Natsuki.
See you, Yuri.
She waves at me and walks away. That was an incredibly goodbye. I stop walking for a second. If Natsuki's acting the way she is with Jake, it can't mean no, she'd act differently. I'm just imagining things, right? I gently open my front door and I enter my house. I put my bag on the floor and I sit on the couch. I'm exhausted. A text message? I literally just left Natsuki and Monica a few moments ago. Why would they need something so soon? I get my phone out of my bag. Mom, again? Call me back. Did something happen? She's supposed to be working right now. I dial her number. Yuri? Yuri? Hello? Did you already call me this morning?
I did, but I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh no. No, no, no. Please don't tell me she... What is it? Is something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing serious, but I'm afraid I might be able to come this weekend. I'll try coming anyway, of course, but I'll have a big meeting scheduled for Saturday, and I won't be able to cancel it.
But you said...
I know, Yuri, but my work is really important. I'll keep you updated later this week, alright?
Alright, Mom.
Good. Have a lovely evening, sweetheart.
She hung up. I know she said she wasn't entirely sure she would be able to come, but why does my heart feel so broken? I just wanted to see my mother, nothing more. What's more important than seeing your own family? Maybe she didn't even want to visit me in the first place. I guess there's nothing much I can do about it. I glance at my bag. That's right, I brought a knife for Dad's collection. I pick up the knife and walk to the office. The door is locked as usual. I turn the key and step in. It smells like dust. I should clean this room someday. Dad's folders are still on the desk. I never really thought that about tidying his things. That way, it just looks like he's still there. Deep down, I'm hoping I'll come and see him drinking his coffee at his desk like he used to.
This is so sad, because she's living alone.
I place the knife on the shelf along with the other ones. As I do, I notice the bandage Natsuki has placed on my finger. Now that I think about it, it didn't hurt when I cut my finger. Actually, it didn't really feel that bad at all. It didn't feel good either. Or did it? I can't tell. Natsuki was so worried. Seeing the color of my blood was capitating. Capitating, whatever that word means. I hesitantly grabbed the knife I just put on the shelf. Just one. I slowly touch my forearm with the blade. A few drops of blood slide down my arm. It tickles a bit. Oh no. No.
Yuri, you looked fine. You would have been fine without the freaking cuts. You would have been so fine. I would have really liked it if you did that so much better without the freaking... Oh my god, I'm so tired. With the freaking knife.
But it still doesn't hurt. Fascinating. All those beautiful deep colors inside my own body. This is... What am I doing? I put the knife back on the shelf. Why did I even do that? Am I insane? Is it because I'm sad or just because I'm curious? This is wrong. This is very wrong. I turn around and I quickly exit the office without looking behind me. I slowly exhale. What are you doing, Yuri? This isn't you. Maybe I should just write something for tomorrow. I need to get my mind off things.
Stop it, Reddit. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to turn Do Not Disturb on my phone.
And here I thought Mom would come this weekend. She did say she wasn't sure though. Maybe she's just planning a surprise. Yes, that's probably it. She must be planning a surprise. I grab my notebook and a pen and I get ready to write a poem. I need to write something the others will like.
Oh. Interesting. Something about nature, something symbolic, or something about loneliness. I want to write something about nature.
After going in with Natsuki and Monica and seeing the cherry blossoms, I feel inspired.
Oh, I forgot about the cherry blossoms.
I read a few lines in my notebook. It's not too bad. It may be a bit short, but it's not bad.
All nature has feeling. Has feeling woods, fields, brooks. Our life eternal, and in silence they speak happiness beyond the reach of books. There's nothing moral in them. Their decay is the green life of change to pass away, and they come again in blooms. Revived. Its birth was heaven eternal. Its stay
and with the sun and moon shall not so still be abide beneath their day and night in heaven wide.
It's not that bad as I said, but I don't think it'll do for tomorrow. I flip the page and I get ready to write another poem.
Let's do something symbolic. We'll do something symbolic.
I like to write something deep that has a hidden meaning in a way. I write and I erase quite a few lines until I come up with something I like. I'm fairly happy with what I created.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight has withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air to present by living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
It's not bad. I'm pretty sure Jake will. Well, I'm not doing this for him, but I hope he'll like it. There we go. I stuff the poem in my bag. I look at my forearm. It's only one little cut, yet why does it feel like one huge mistake? What was I thinking? What would Mom say if she saw it? She would hate me. Would she leave me? I can't think about this. I get up from the couch and I head to the kitchen. I'd gladly make some eggs again, but I'm not going to risk it. It would be pretty sad to see my house burn down. I grab a few fruits and I go back to the couch. I get my book out from the bag whilst I take a bite out of my apple. This may not be the best way to spend an evening, but it feels nice. It's already getting dark. I guess I was too absorbed by what I was reading. How could people write such captivating stories? I wish I could be as talented as they were. Such an incredible power, but to be able to express your feelings with the right words. I wonder if I'll even get there, or if I'll be able to communicate my feelings to thank Natsuki or Monica, or to tell my mother I miss her. I put the book on my lap and I look at the ceiling. There are too many good people in this world. It'd be great to be one of them, to make a change. I close my eyes. I'm so tired. Today was a good day. In the end, it'll be okay. Mom will be home. She's just planning a surprise. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Natsuki will be there for me. I will. Oh no, that's right, because the second day they fight. I don't know what that's gonna happen. I don't know what Yuri's gonna think. I don't know what is going to happen.
Yuri? Dad? You see things you aren't looking at. Looking good for Dad. You know that he loves you. It's not his fault. He wants to see you again. Please grant his last wish. He told me it was the only thing he wanted. Please do it, Yuri. Please. Don't leave him alone.
No. My breath is uneven. I don't feel so good. What time is it? Did I spend the night here? I've been doing that more and more lately. Sleeping on the couch, having bad dreams. I don't want to remember. I can't just keep living in the past. A book I read yesterday is still on my lap. I fell asleep without even finishing it. I close it and I put it back in my bag. I'll have time to finish it today, I guess. Natsuki's probably already getting ready to leave right now. I could try meeting her again this morning, just like yesterday. Although she said she enjoyed being alone sometimes, right? But me meeting up with her shouldn't be as much of a bother, hopefully. Oh god, I totally forgotten about yesterday. I have to make sure this cut disappears as soon as possible. If anybody finds out, they'll think I'm insane. A shower will do for now. I get up from my couch and I undress in the living room. I guess that's a perk of living alone. I chuckle and I walk to the bathroom. That felt really nice. Hot water on cold skin. I feel all clean now. I glance at my forearm again. The little remnants of blood are now gone, and the cut is barely visible. Now, I should think about gathering today's attire. I grabbed the clothes I left in the living room and I put them in my laundry bag. Uniform. Going through all my clothes is always such a pain. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, this is just a question, but Does Yuri start cutting herself in the second act or in the first act of the game? Because I'm kind of confused. Does she start cutting herself in the first act or the second act of the game? That's my big question. When did she start cutting herself? Is it this act?
Mom left me a ton of beautiful dresses and skirts, but I've never managed to wear them out in public. It's just too embarrassing. So I just wear clothes that are more modest and subtle, and I try to go unnoticed. I put my uniform on and I look out the window. I think I can see Natsuki in the distance. I'm gonna miss her if I don't hurry. I run down the stairs, almost falling as I do so. Natsuki would kill me if she saw me tripping again. I grab my bag as I walk toward the door. Before opening it, I look behind me. Jake said he would start reading. Maybe he would enjoy one of my books. I take a few seconds to choose one. It's nothing spectacular, but I hope he'll at least have an interest in something that I've chosen for him. I turn around without a second thought. I open the door and step outside. I lock the door behind me and I begin searching for Natsuki. She's at the end of the street. Natsuki! People turn to look at me. Why did I just yell? This is so embarrassing. Sorry. I look down. It seems like Natsuki heard me though. She's walking toward me now.
God, Yuri, you're loud. What got into you this morning?
I just wanted to walk with you and I thought I wouldn't be fast enough to catch up to you, so...
Oh, I see. Just call me on my phone next time, alright?
Of course. I just panicked. Yesterday's event shook me a little, so I'm not thinking straight. How am I even supposed to apologize?
Don't just stand there, dummy. You don't want to be late to school, right?
Of course not.
Hey, Yuri, is everything alright? You're just answering with of course and of course not. You're usually a lot more expressive. Don't tell me you didn't sleep because of a book again.
No, I'm just I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings. It's just one of those days, you know.
I see. Then let's make sure that the day is an interesting one.
Thank you, Natsuki.
It's my duty as a role model, Yuri.
I'm guessing a role model shouldn't be late then. Didn't you say we should hurry?
Oh, that's right. Let's go.
Natsuki picks up the pace. Despite her small size, it's hard to catch up to her. She's always so full of energy. Doesn't she ever get tired? Natsuki's all out of the breath.
Hey, Yuri.
What is it?
First,
will you seriously challenge me to a race without me even knowing it?
Possibly?
You totally act like a kid sometimes, Natsuki.
Life is about having fun, you know? One piece of advice I give you is stop worrying about everyone else. Well, I mean, don't shout my name in the street either, but you see what I mean, right?
I really appreciate Natsuki's concern, but I don't think she really understands that this is who I am. I'm not really sad or anything. I'm satisfied with my life as far as I'm concerned. I'm passionate about a few things, but that's all I need. Thank you for the life advice, Natsuki. I'll think about it.
My advice is the best, after all.
Here you go again.
You just don't understand my philosophy, Yuri. Open your eye, and you shall see the light. You mean open your third eye.
You're in a surprisingly good mood. Are you happy to see Jake, baby? That was way too direct. It sounds weird as asking it this way. What?
What are you saying, Yuri? I already told you I hate him. I abhor him. Actually, I don't want to see him at all.
Is that so? Well then, we'll see what kind of poem he came up with yesterday. So don't get ahead of yourself yet.
I'll teach him a thing or two.
Oh, how did your poem writing go?
Oh, fine, I guess. I'll just show you this evening.
She sounds really nervous. In all honesty, I am too. My poem will be a success. I wrote it for myself, of course, but I'd just like everyone to understand the message behind it. Alright then.
By the way, I'll probably be late this evening, so don't wait for me, alright? Just wait for me in the club room.
Oh, how come?
That's Sorry, it's a little personal.
Personal? I don't want to push her too much, but that sounds a little weird. Natsuki's always open, is always an open person. I shrug. It's fine. I'll see you this evening then.
Alright, have a good day, Yuri.
Same goes for you, Natsuki. She slowly walks toward the entrance of her building. What a weird conversation, but I'm talking about poems again really piqued my interest. What should I expect from Jay's poem? I don't want to wait. I shake my head and I enter my building. So many students, some of them are looking at me. I continuously glance at my uniform to check for any wrinkles or embarrassing imperfections, but I can't find any. What's wrong? Why are they looking at me? I walk at a faster pace and I enter my classroom. I sigh and I place my bag near the desk. I feel incredibly tired for some reason. Would it be okay to call my mom again this evening? No, of course not. I'd only bother her while she's hard at work. Once again I sigh. Suddenly I jerk my head up. I must look at an idiot sighing at my table looking down. Did the class already start? I wasn't paying attention. Seems like it started a while ago too. I'm spacing out even more than usual. Maybe I should think about actually sleeping in my bed one of these nights. I open my notebook and I start taking a few notes.
Oh god, this is gonna kill me. I'm already 20 minutes in and my voice is already starting to kill me. My voice is already starting to die out.
Never have I been so happy to hear the school bell. I look outside, the students are already running everywhere and heading back home. Are their parents waiting for them? Actually, questioning myself like that isn't going to change anything. The members of the club are my family. I smile to myself. I shouldn't worry about that. I love them all so much. I put my things in my bag and I get up. Monica must be in the club room already. Maybe she could show me the picture she took yesterday. Let me get settled in. As usual, I'm the last one to exit the room. Just as I prepare to go into the staircase, I spot a familiar figure. Is that Monica? I lift my hand and shyly wave to her.
Oh, Yuri! Last one to leave, I see.
Indeed, I was just lost in my thoughts as usual.
Well, if anything's bothering you, feel free to talk about it with everyone. We'd be glad to have a friendly talk. Of course, I'm not gonna kill you later on in the second act of this game.
Thank you, Monica. And what are you doing here, by the way? And what are you actually talking about?
Oh, it's nothing.
Shouldn't you be at the club room?
Oh, no, I'll be joining you guys a little later. As of now, I'm just looking for Sayori. Have you seen her anywhere?
No, sorry, I don't think I have. Why are you looking for her? She'll come to the club room. She'll come to the club later as usual.
Don't worry about that, Yuri. I'll see you at the club.
How strange. First Natsuki, then she?
Oh, I know why. I know why Monica wants Sayori. She wants to have a party. No, she's going to influence Sayori to suicide. That's the whole thing.
Is something on my face? And why would Monica suddenly look for Sayori? This is none of my business, but it's bothering me. I walk to the stairs. I guess I'll be alone in the club room then. Unless, oh god, what if Jake is in there already? I can't stay alone with him. What will I say? It'll be so awkward. I slowly exhale. I can do this. After all, that wouldn't kill me. Maybe I may feel embarrassed, but everything will be fine. Before entering the room, I place my ear against the door. I can't really hear anything, so he's probably not in there. But he may be reading. Reading doesn't make noise, though Jake told me he doesn't read. But if he just started reading because of us, what am I supposed to do? I slowly open the door and peek inside. Thank God. I sigh in relief he's not in here. The air feels cool. I feel like someone opened the window earlier. Did Monica come in here before I did? I look around. This place has much different atmosphere when nobody is here. I can't say it's not peaceful, but it feels surreal. Natsuki should be here soon, though, so I won't have to wait too long for her arrival. I place my bag on my usual chair and I get my poem out. After reading it again, I think I did a good job with the symbolism. Not too much, but not too little. I hope I won't have I hope I won't have to give an in-depth explanation of it, though. I nervously tap my notebook's cover with the index finger. Why do I feel so uneasy? I can't even bring myself to read a book. Monica, why would you make us write poems in the first place? I hear steps in the corridor. Probably Natsuki. The door opens. Oh, hello again, Monica. Well, it wasn't Natsuki after all. I'm relieved, though. That means I won't have to be alone when Jake will come in. What were you doing, Monica? You influencing Sayori to her suicide?
Hello there.
That's weird. What's going on outside? Okay, whatever.
Hello there.
Did you find Sayori?
I didn't, sadly. I guess I'll just have to see her when she comes to the club.
You're lying, Monica. Of course, you should just sit down and rest for a bit.
Mind if I sit next to you?
Oh no, not at all. I give Monica a big smile. She moves her chair next to mine.
So tell me, did you write a poem yesterday?
Is she already planning on reading mine? I did, yes. I don't know if everybody will like it, but I did my best.
That's good. Writing's about enjoying your hobby. You keep saying that. I think you're some kind of role model to all of us. You know?
I think I'm blushing. Is that so?
Of course. Sayori and I would... Sayonara, Sayori. Sayori and I talked about you a few days ago. It's impressive to see you devoted to your hobbies.
I mean, it's just a passion, so that's pretty normal, you know?
Trust me, it isn't. Having a passion is good, but displaying a lot of motivation. That's why you're part of the club, after all. Sayori thinks the same.
Well, thank you, Monica. Sayori thinks I'm a role model? I'm the only one looking up to her, though. She's so funny and always full energetic. I wish I could talk to her more.
Oh, that sounds like someone's coming in.
Indeed, I hear some steps in the corridor. I concentrate to hear what's going on behind the door. I think I can hear voices. Natsuki and Sayori, maybe? A few seconds later, Natsuki opens the door, enters the club, followed by Sayori. Both of them look really uneasy. What were they talking about? I look at Sayori and I wave at her. She brightly smiles at us and sits at the table across from me. I've been feeling lately like she doesn't really want to talk to me, but I want to say hello. Suddenly, the club door opens again. Without even wanting to, I smile when I see Jake walking in. Monica gets up and immediately greets him.
Hi again, Jake. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, huh?
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll keep my word. He looks around him, taking a few seconds to look at every one of us. As he looks at me, I get up to greet him. Thanks for giving your promise, Jake. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Before I get the time to finish my sentence, Natsuki joins the conversation. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to do anything clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
I can't help it. I want to laugh. Natsuki's reaction is priceless. Manga is literature! She goes back to their chair without saying another word. I give her a compassionate smile, but she doesn't smile back. Is she really that hurt?
Don't worry, guys. Jake always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work even without me asking. Cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. So Jake is someone Sayori can count on. The more I learn about him, the more interesting he becomes. It looks like he didn't want Sayori to tell us about this, though. He looks so all embarrassed now. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
These two really look good together. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh God, I didn't mean to say that at all. I mean, I'd like to get to know Jake, but I didn't mean to flat out say I'm jealous.
How come? You and Jake become really good friends too.
Sayori's always so straightforward, but it's not like it's not really that easy to talk to someone whom you barely know. I glance at Jake. He looks he looks really uneasy. Sayori? Is he embarrassed about the situation? Or is it because he doesn't want to be my friend? I don't want to act pushy with him, but I look at my bag, I can see the book I chose for him sticking out. It looks like Sayori saw me glancing at it. Suddenly she bursts out with excitement.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori! He was supposed to know already. I wasn't even ready to give it to him. But if he doesn't like it, it'll make him even more awkward.
Huh? Me?
Not really. I can't just openly say that I brought him a book.
Ooh. Don't be shy.
It's nothing. It's really nothing.
What is it?
I feel so weird when Jake's talking to me. Why can't I speak just normally? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? How did she even know that the book was for Jake? I know I usually read words of larger lengths, but how am I supposed to react to this?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
Jake sighs and turns toward me. I just can't bring myself to look at his eyes.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so? I immediately feel slightly more at ease. Maybe Jake doesn't read, but maybe he's really good with words.
Yeah, I won't make a big deal. I won't make a big deal. Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here, I got the book from my bag. I'd like to tell him to be gentle with it, but I know he will be. I just know he's a gentle person. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might want to enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could continue, or we could, discuss it if you wanted. There, I did it. I said it. I stare at Jake's eyes for a second. He's smiling at me. He looks happy. Now I think about it, he does look handsome.
Ooh, Yuri, my waifu.
His facial features are delicate, and his eyes have the beautiful crimson color.
Red.
I looked down again. In the end, everything went well. I'll have to thank Sayori later to get the chance to.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
He takes the book from my hands and he looks at it. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Jake nods at me and goes to his chair, followed by Sayori. I sit too, and I grab my book from my bag. I'm trying as hard as I can to read, but I just can't. Jake's smile is stuck inside my head. I want to look up and see what he's doing, though. Is he reading the book I gave him? I slowly look away from my book. Huh? He's not sitting at the table anymore. Where did he? Oh, he's talking to Natsuki. I guess she's going to start complaining once again. But it's a good idea to try to make her feel a little bit more at ease. I think Jake understands how to do it, at least. Yuri! Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Monika's right next to me, watching me with a weird stare. I've called your names a few times, but I suppose it seems like you're bothered by something. Are you looking at those two? I'm not. Why would I even look at them in the first place?
Because you're curious. To be honest, I thought Natsuki would already be getting audibly angry at Jake right now. It's quite surprising.
Well, I don't think she hates him as much as she pretends to. She's just not used to seeing other people, let alone boys. Since Jake is a nice person, I'm pretty sure she'll end up enjoying his company soon enough. Do you enjoy his company? These questions are so embarrassing to answer. Monika always looks so curious. I mean, she's always so curious. Of course, it's always hard to talk to him, but like seeing him around.
I see. Well then, you should try talking to him some more.
I know, but Sayori's his friend, and they're always together. I don't want to separate them.
What are you talking about, Yuri? I'm pretty sure Sayori would love to see Jake hang out with other people.
You think?
Of course! I told you, you're our role model. Don't hesitate to talk to him and show him how you feel.
What is this? Tractor. Someone's mowing their lawn. God, hopefully you guys can't hear that, but you guys probably may. Oh no. God, it's a really nice day outside though. Ooh. Ooh. Jesus.
How I feel?
Oh, I meant that you could show him what you want to be his friend. I'm sure he would be really happy to know it.
I smile at Monica. It's true that I want to be his friend, but it's hard to talk to him when he's so close to Sayori. If he's around her, it surely means he likes that kind of personality, and I'm her polar opposite.
Hey, now don't forget I'm here.
Oh, sorry, Monica. I don't feel good right now. Would you mind if I went to the bathroom for a little while?
Why would I mind? Of course you can go. Just make sure you get back in time to share for your poem with the rest of the group, okay? All right.
Oh, right, poems. I'd forgotten about that. Sure, I'll be right back.
Don't tell me she brought a knife with her by accident. Please don't tell me it's like,
Oh, I accidentally brought my knife, but the temptation, I want to cut myself, and I'm gonna start cutting myself, and I'm gonna grab Jake's pen, and I'm gonna start touching myself with the pen. I mean, friends. I set the book in my bag, and I get up. Natsuki and Jake are both happily chatting near the closet. What a surprising sight! I open the club door and step out of the room. I sigh.
I want to know if we get to see this perspective of the chocolates.
I want to feed you sweet chocolates, you.
If you didn't know, I got that because of Jacksepticeye's playthrough. Because I watched all the YouTubers I watched, and surprisingly, they've also played Doki Doki Literature Club. Anyway,
I sigh. I feel incredibly nervous. There's no particular reason for it, though. Everything went well with Jake, and my personal problems should be sorted out. So what's this feeling I'm having?
mowing lawns outside.
I shake my head and I walk to the nearest bathroom. I put my hands on the side of the sink. I look at my reflection in the mirror. I don't even look that tired. So what am I feeling? So what I'm feeling probably isn't exhaustion. This is frustrating. I left my sleeve. The little cut I got yesterday is now almost gone. I touch it with my finger. It feels a little bit weird.
They always feel a little bit weird. I'm not saying I cut myself, but like, you know, you get accidental cuts most of the time. Because like one time I had one on my wrist. There were like multiple of them. So many like lines of cuts. I don't know how that happened. I might have accidentally like scratched myself in my sleep. I had a bad dream. Yeah, but it hurt as all hell. It hurt as all hell after I woke up the next morning. Because the next morning I was like, why does my hand hurt? I was like, it's fine. I'll ignore it. And then I don't notice it until like during a school day. I'm starting like, oh my god, what happened to my freaking hand? But yeah, it hurts. So then after it like heals, and after when it's like starts to go away, like it does have a weird feeling. Why am I even talking about this?
Just what was I thinking? I wash my face with some cold water. I just have to share my poem and it'll be over. I finally head back to I'll finally be back in my daily routine. Maybe sharing poems will give me an opportunity to talk to Jake. I dry my hands and I walk out into the corridor. Good.
What were you doing?
Good. God, Monica, don't scare me like that. I wasn't expecting her to be here. That was unexpected.
I'm sorry. You were taking a long time, so I was getting worried.
I'm just feeling a little uneasy. No big deal. Don't worry about that.
Do you want to go and walk for a little bit? Fresh air could help.
Why not? Are you coming too?
Of course.
Sometime with Monica and Yuri. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, whoa. What am I even doing?
Monica walks down the stairs first and signs me to follow her. I look behind me and are Natsuki and Jake still talking? I'll have to ask her how it went later.
Oh no, the fight!
Monica was right. Breathing a bit of fresh air instantly makes me feel a little bit better. Feeling better? A bit. Thank you for accompanying me, Monica.
Don't worry about that. That's what friends are for, after all. You told me that you weren't feeling really good, yes?
Well, no, I mean, I just can't understand what I'm feeling. It's a little strange. I'm not really tired or stressed. Everything has been going well too. So it's just bothering me. I have that uneasy sensation, you know?
Well, to me, it's pretty clear.
Is that so? Are you feeling the same?
I do sometimes. Tell me, Yuri. This is just a guess, but aren't you feeling a little jealous? Are you jealous, Yuri?
What? Jealous? Why would I be jealous?
It seems like you've really enjoyed talking to Jake yesterday. And today, even though you chose a book for him to read, he's spending time with Natsuki. I understand if you were jealous. It's not a bad thing after all. So go frickin' kill yourself.
I don't know how to mark my first. I'm not gonna say anime because like they're talking about knives and stuff in the first video and all that stuff. This one talking about cutting yourself. It's not visible, but it's descriptive. So I have to mark. No matter what, Doki Doki Literature Club is not kid friendly. If I mark one as be like, hey, it's not bad. Nothing happens in this episode. And then and then kids are like, ooh, I like this. I want to see more from this person. And they watch the next video that has somehow Yuri stabbing herself in the chest and her body. They're gonna start freaking out, and I'm gonna get freaking demonetized and get my channel removed from this YouTube.
I don't understand. Oh, wait. It's not a bad thing at all.
You said it yourself. You might be a little jealous of Sayori and Jake,
but I've never been jealous of Natsuki. She's one of my best friends.
That's why you don't understand what you're feeling. In my opinion. Then again, this is only my guess. It could be something else. But take it easy, okay, all right? Don't overthink it. This will happen in due time.
I don't think anything really happens. I think Monica's only messing with Sayori because I think Sayori is the one who is really getting close to the protagonist.
I don't know if I should believe what Monica's saying. It sounds like jealousy could be a possibility in a way, but I just can't bring myself to accept that. Natsuki hates Jake after all. That makes sense. I'll think about it then. You've said you felt it before too. Was it because of one of us?
It'd take a little too much time to explain. But you know that horrible feeling you get when you see something you can't have? That kind of jealousy?
Don't be ridiculous, Monica. You're so motivated. You can get anything you want.
I trust you. Well, I don't think it'd be possible this time. But that doesn't matter. I trust you to show Jake that you want to be closer to him, alright?
I'll do my best. Monica smiles at me sweetly and turns around. I really wonder what she was talking about. She's always so determined. Her personality and her body makes her the perfect high school student. What could be so inaccessible? Without another word, I follow Monica inside the building. Get closer to Jake. I guess reading his poem will give me a better idea of who he is. It should make me able to figure out his interest. I hope mine will give him an opportunity to express his opinion. Monica's silent. That's unlike her. She likes talking when she isn't doing something else. Something's on her mind, that's for sure. By the way, Monica. You were searching for Sayori earlier, right? Did you finally ask her what you needed?
What I needed? It was nothing like that.
Then what was it?
It's hard to explain, as I said. Let's just say it had a link to what I told you about jealousy.
I moved the camera if you guys didn't know, but
Oh, God, I'm so tired still. I didn't have my coffee this morning.
Does Sayori have anything to do with it?
Anyway, why don't we head back to the club now? The others are maybe waiting for us, you know?
She's been a little evasive. It doesn't bother me. Stop. It doesn't bother me, but it just makes me a little curious. What? Oh!
No, not now, not now. Not now. No. This is only the second day. What did you say, Yuri? I swore you said something. She's been a little apprehensive. It shouldn't bother me, but she makes me a little curious. Maybe I should ask Sayori. Oh no, but she was gonna ask Sayori, and then this isn't my business after all. Monika's messing with her. No!
If Monika doesn't want to talk about it, then I shouldn't keep bringing it up. Monika climbs up the stairs. I jog behind her to keep up the pace.
No! Not the glitching already. This is only the second day. Second day. No. I'm so tired.
I close the door behind me.
I almost read it as my protagonist voice.
I immediately glance at Natsuki. What? She's sitting on the floor next to Jake. They're both reading one of her manga. How am I supposed to talk to him now? Without a warning, Monika speaks with a great projection.
Okay, everyone.
Jake stares at her with an incredulous look.
Are you all ready to ready with today's poems?
Oh God, I knew it was coming, but I really didn't want to share mine anymore. It's not going to.
Oh, come on. Would you time and be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we're having enough time.
Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki looks at Jake and realizes that she was a little too close to him. Just now. Why was Natsuki so aggressive towards Monika? This is unlike her. She values friendship as much as I do. Monika comes next to me and whispers.
See, Natsuki feels a little bit more at ease now. Well, a little bit too much maybe, but still. Was it just me, or has she been acting differently since usual?
I've noticed that too. Natsuki never acts this way.
Anyway, it doesn't look like she's appreciating her time with Jake though. So that's a pretty good thing, don't you think?
Indeed, I knew she wouldn't pretend for too long though.
I guess you know her too well. Remember though, it's your turn to try and speak to him, alright?
Monika winks at me and walks away to sit in a chair. I turn my head to look at Jake and Natsuki. They're both getting up now. I can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like Jake is trying to give her the manga back. They talk for a few seconds and he keeps the manga? But I lent him the book. I look down. He probably prefers reading manga anyway. I hear the two of them walking back to the main table. Jake puts the manga in his bag over the book I lent him. Monika was patiently waiting for him to finish, arms crossed.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
Jake looks slightly worried now. Did he even write a poem?
Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori, get back there, you bitch! I thought I was not done with what you're talking about with your stupid ass depression. I mean, Sayori, my best friend.
What am I even talking about anymore?
Everybody gets their poems out of their bags. I readily grab my notebook. It looks like Jake actually wrote a poem after all. I stand still to get a good look at what he's written, but I can't see a thing. It looks like he's written quite a lot, though. I can't wait. Jake stands in the middle of the room for a few seconds, looking at everyone one by one. As he's hesitating to decide who he'll share his poem with. Suddenly he takes a step towards Natsuki. Of course. She looks like very surprised, but at least she doesn't seem to be as angry as she was yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's really looking forward to reading his poem. She quickly reads it and looks at him. I can tell she.
Are you alright?
I stare at Monica, understanding what she said for a few seconds. I was so absorbed in Natsuki and Jake, I didn't even see her standing right next to me. Oh, yeah.
You do know we have to share poems, right?
Oh, that's right. Has Sayori shown you hers yet?
It looks like she's not really in the mood to do so.
What? So wait a minute. Is she only sharing her poems with the protagonist? Oh god, oh no, I felt like I almost cracked something.
What's that? She's just waiting for someone to share a poem?
She's staring at Natsuki and Jake.
In my opinion, she's trying to get information about other poems. Let's just leave her alone for a bit and share our poems with each other, alright?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm different. Maybe I read it too much into what I was at. Okay.
Alright then. I wanted to see Sayori's poem, but I guess it'd be better for us to leave her alone.
Let's share our poems then. What have you written, Yuri?
I opened my notebook and to the page I wrote yesterday. Got my hands all shaky. I surely hand the notebook to Monica. She reads it a few times and squints her eyes.
Were you a little tired when you wrote this, Yuri? Your writing is all shaky.
Just a bit. I was worried about my mother that I didn't really work on my poem presentation. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Actually, even though your writing is a little shaky, I really like your poem. I haven't read a lot of your works before, so correct me if I'm wrong. But this one is a little different from the ones you usually write, right?
Indeed, I tried something that was deep with more symbolism. Something with some kind of meaning. I wasn't too sure about what I wanted to say in this poem, but I think it just came out nicely. Have you understood something from it? Except it's superficial nature, of course.
I was trying to. I was sitting there like, oh wait, is this Monica's lines? But no, it was not.
I'm not too sure, but is this about the past and it's linked to the present? The way I see it, the person described in the poem is like a ghost in a way. They're here under the spotlight, but they're unable to let go of the past while at the same time being a part of the present.
Okay. Just give me a little second. I feel like Yuri starts cutting herself because remember the raccoon poem? The raccoon poem. If writing the raccoon poem means the poem that was meaning that something about like, you know, feeding the raccoon, and her having an obsession with feeding the raccoon, feeding it the bread, but what she's really doing is feeding herself the pain and enjoyment of cutting herself, and her having a hobby of her having self-harm. Because if we remember from A Brand New Day, that's where it's from. That's where it will be from. That's where it's always will. That's what it's always from.
But they're not able to let go of the
part of the present.
Well, that's merely my interpretation. There we go. But I think some people are a bit like that.
Monica chuckles.
So how did I do?
Fascinating. Monica's interpretation was impressive. When I'm writing those poems, the concept is always a little abstract in my head. However, Monica managed to take all those abstract concepts and explain them. I smile at Monica. Really impressive. It was on point. You really understood what I meant in my poem. Well, that was to be expected of you. You're the club president after all.
Why, thank you, Yuri. Want to read my poem? I'd be glad to know what you think about it.
Of course. Monica hands me her poem with a big smile on her face. I take it with my two hands and I slowly read it.
Okay, this was the hole in the wall.
I get chills just by reading her poem. This is a master.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think we ever explained what the hole in the wall means. The hole in the wall. People thought that her breaking the fourth wall was the first her saying save your game was the first thing to it was the first thing that led into the weirdness of this game, but it was the poem. The poem was the thing that was leading her to her self-awareness, because as she said, she was looking through the poem. She was looking in, and he was looking as well. You were looking out, but he was looking in. That's you. That's her self-awareness getting to you, the player. The player.
A masterpiece. It's easy to tell she wanted to put a message in her poem too, but I can't seem to figure out what it is. One thing is for sure, it's heartfelt.
So, how was it?
I spent a while on this one, you know? It's honestly really good. I can't find any flaws in your writing. I feel some kind of rhythm when reading it, and it's pretty easy to picture what you wrote in my head. The only thing I don't understand here is the message you wanted to put in it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was your objective too, wasn't it? But since you wrote about something you personally wanted to convey it with your own meaning, I'd say it's pretty normal for me to understand. It could have had a link with the story of jealousy you told me earlier. In a way, it's an infinite amount of possibilities and choices you can't reach. Well, a poem rarely makes me think that much, but as I said, it's really good. I look up from the poem to see Monica listening to me. I'm sorry, did I overthink it? I mean, I just...
Yuri, that's alright. Actually, it's fascinating to hear your train of thought. I indeed wanted to talk about a personal experience in that poem. I can't really tell you what it's about, as I'm not sure too sure myself. But I think your interpretation isn't too far from the truth. Mine is nothing next to yours, Monica. Well, only Jake will tell us. Don't forget, you have to share your poem with him too. If you speak with all your passion, just like you did with me, there's no doubt things will be interesting.
Monica winks at me and goes back to her chair. I look at my poem again. Turns out I may have made something a little better than I initially expected. Suddenly I hear some steps toward me. I stare at Jake. Looks like he's done sharing poems with Natsuki. She has an odd smile on her face. I've never seen her this way. Without a word, Jake stops next to me, smiling. Does he want to share me with his poem? I gently take the poem from his hands.
Good at writing poems, Jake. Really good at writing poems. You're really good at writing them poems. Adventure, alone, amazing, awesome, beauty, bed, blessed, broken, calm, charm, cheer, childhood, clumsy, color, comfort, cry, dance, dark, daydream, dazzle. Dude, these are all Sayori's words. These are all Sayori's words. These are all the words of Sayori. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't mean to be so tired, but dang. Oh no. I was gonna try to screenshot it, but oh well.
Well, what did I just read? It's a little weird. His poem has that simplistic vibe to it. I can clearly see he put some effort.
No, he didn't. He just wrote freaking all of Sayori's words in it. He wrote all of Sayori's words in it. They're all Sayori's. Because I saw like alone, depression. No, not depression. No, depression wasn't in that one. But a couple of other ones. What's going on outside? I'm not gonna keep. I'm gonna try not to keep this up for too long, guys.
I can clearly put some edit. And what's with that drawing?
Oh, with that drawing. What is that drawing?
There are too many questions. I wish I could ask him, but I'd just frustrate him. I can easily feel that it's a beginner's work. He tried mixing styles and doing some free form writing. How am I supposed to tell him without hurting him? But that may be a good occasion to talk to him, just like Monica told me. What should I start with? What is it? What is... Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. I can't just deduce that. Listen, this is his first poem. For all I know, he may already have written in the past, so I can't start giving him advice like that. I need to know if it's the first time for him or not. This is embarrassing, but seeing him look at me this way just makes me want to talk to him more. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? Sorry. So sorry. God, I sounded way too harsh. I thought this would go well, but I'm just getting lost in my thoughts again. I need to be outgoing, but not too harsh. I need to be interesting. This is too hard for a person like me. I sigh.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, here it goes. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Then having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning an example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you that valuable feedback. Not to keep you a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
What did I just say? I didn't mean to. Natsuki said so many bad things about Jake, so I just assumed. Though they looked like they got along well together, who am I to say such things? I'll have to apologize to Natsuki for saying that. I just got lost in my train of thoughts again. I wasn't thinking straight. Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Take a deep breath. Now the time to know if what you think about it. Okay.
It's really hard to focus when my voice is dying.
My voice is dying out.
I really need to start bringing a drink down here with me when I play Doki. Like I really need to, because depending though. I think when I do Natsuki's mod, when I do Natsuki, because I want to do behind closed doors and rain clouds should not be that bad to do the voices for him. I just try to. Relax a little bit. I don't know if I want to end it yet or not, but it's going on longer than it should be, but I kind of want to get through this day. I don't want to like separate stuff through different days and all that crap, you know?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. I smile at Jake as he takes the poem from my hands. Will he understand what I meant in it? I hope he will. This poem wasn't as great as I expected it to be, but it has shown me that he's able to understand some things. I cross my fingers behind my back. A minute passes. He's still reading my poem? Oh, I remember what Monica told me. Maybe he's just struggling to read my handwriting. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. Jake jerks his head up and looks at me with a confused expression.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief. So Jake liked my handwriting, my writing. For some reason, that makes me a little happy.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Well, he didn't understand my poem, but that's a bit disappointing. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jake.
Really? Must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you didn't. Oh, you only glanced over it. Only glanced over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. As I take his poem back, I slowly sigh. That wasn't as horrible as I expected it to be. I ended up having to explain my poem a little too much, but it was pretty interesting. It's a bit disappointing to see that Jake didn't understand the main message of my poem, but I'd gladly do it again. Jake walks toward Monica. She's already smiling at him. Sayori's still at the table looking around her and listening to Monica and Jake. Natsuki's just reading her manga in the corner of the room. I take a step towards her. She lifts her head.
Should I leave it here and see if the fight comes up until the next time, or I might try to record later on today. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna end this part of the video here, and I might just record later on today. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did like it, then please smash that like button. It'd be really appreciative. Also, subscribe for brand new content that I upload to this channel, and also more to come. And also hit that notification bell so that way you guys don't ever miss a single video that I upload to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And Natsuki. Oh wait, I need to save. Whoops. I didn't save. Anyway, Natsuki. I'll see you in the next time. I'll see you guys. I'll see you next time. I'll also see you guys next time. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I totally talking directly to the player.